day.
All right, started. All right, so quick recap. What was missed then?
None of us have figured out where the
seems
void
to be able to find where the void suits are kept.
Okay, I have the schematics on my Auspex. I pull it out.
So your roll?
Just because you have the map doesn't mean you know exactly where we are on the ship.
I do with that roll.
You're redoing it, you said?
No, I do with that roll.
Where's Haley?
59.
I have your... Oh, shit, I have the wrong character sheet. Well, basically, you guys will check numerous closets, and eventually Haley will find one that actually does have the supply in it. It seems that some people have cut corners on this ship when it comes to safety, and there were not void suits where there should have been in a few instances. However, there are just enough void suits for everyone to wear, except for the Fergus.
He's a cyber mastiff. He doesn't need oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these things really should be kept in more appropriate places, just in case of emergencies. You know.
Hey, we just crewed this thing. It's not our fault if it's not properly equipped.
Oh, not taking responsibility. Tally is not impressed.
That's the 40k equivalent of, hey man, I just work here.
Just following orders. In any event, I imagine everyone will suit up.
Yep.
And for those that don't... Oh, sorry, was that Fungi?
I'm going to ask Varna if Fergus can survive any time without oxygen.
He will require oxygen, but I can basically put him into a stasis mode and carry him myself. Fergus should be fine as long as we're not in that, oxygen void chamber for more than half hour to an hour tops.
Okay. Well, he's hoping not going to be that long.
And then you just see Fergus turn into a tape disc and then pop into Verna's chest.
There is one other issue potentially with this plan, is if the other chamber after the plasma leak room has oxygen, then you will potentially be facing the same situation again. But in that case, I guess you'll just have to ask Vern to open the especially dangerous door.
This is why I say we should walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, the command has been placed by Talia, so everybody proceeds into position. I assume, is there going to be anyone taking matters into their own hand to stop this from happening?
No.
Really, I don't have any choice here. Well, not
Yeah.
many choices.
Even if I wanted to, I don't think I have any sway over anyone at this point.
Yes, someone like you, however, could potentially, whoops, I accidentally tore someone else's void suit. Uh-oh.
No, that'd be too suspicious. I can't afford to do that. I'm already under enough suspicion.
So if no one is going to do anything out of the ordinary, then Vern, you will be sealed in the room all by your lonesome, and they will basically vent the Atmo from their own room once you've successfully vented the Atmo from your room. Now, you're going to have to open up this door and basically have to test agility, not to get fireball blast you.
Yeah, right. Well,
We believe in you, Vern. You can do it.
We believe in you in behind this safe bulk door.
We believe in you from way over here.
Well, pretty much. Well, it's not like I have. Well, it's not like I will get out if I wait more. So let's get to it.
Believe in the us that believe in you, that believe in us, that believe in you, that believe in us, that believe you can do this.
Or just believe in the heart of the cards.
Can I first check if there's nearby anything that I can duck behind?
The door itself.
Okay.
Then it is a blast door, so it will at least provide cover. Thing about fire is it tends to get around cover.
Yeah.
Fire's a dick.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
had Krios in there. He might have an immunity by this point.
You're a dick.
At some point in this I strongly believe at some point in this campaign, we're just going to have to put Krios in a freaking dreadnought just because of the burn damage he's received.
Permanent baths in, like, cooling fluid.
I don't think there's any way around this, so let's open the door and hope for the
Roll
not
an
be
88.
grilled. So
You still
I
have a
roll.
big point left, right?
Yeah, I do.
Hey,
Worst case scenario, I can burn one at least. So I open the door and agility.
well, problem is you're going to be in an airless environment with a torn void suit.
Hold on.
Not
Why don't
necessarily torn. Why don't
Wait.
what? Sorry.
Vern? What is Vern's agility?
49, I think.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Double
But I
check
was gonna
that.
say, if you're not that agile, it would make more sense to force the guilty one to put her life at risk. But never mind.
Unless they want to kill me. You know. Get rid of
Like
the...
most people.
Yeah. Oh. I can't say that Vern is most hospitable and most friendliest
something-
guy, but
Sorry, something I just realized is you guys also had the Arbites with you. And at this point, there will not be enough voices for the Arbites, who will be ordered by Talia to return back to their stations.
Well, there go the ablative wounds.
There goes the meat.
Still have Varna. Varna was decided amongst the others that she is still important enough to stay with the group.
Yay.
Yeah, everybody's playing matchmaker with Krios right now, it seems.
Oh yeah, 49 agility. So can I start to open the
may.
door?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been waiting on you.
So I open the door, fireball comes out, and here comes the dodge.
Well done, Vern. So the oxygen in that room gets burnt up, and the other chamber, which the rest of you are standing in, has the nice convenience of having a venting panel, and you are able basically to step through the airlock and into another low gravity environment with hazards. So I think it was Haley and Kiri who were the only two that needed to roll in this
I
circumstance.
faded, remember?
This is going to be a new environment with a new text.
Yeah, this is
So-
0G. This is 0G now.
And Varna and Fergus are being carried by Alex, and can't remember, Shelby, you were helping Talia.
I think I was carrying
Yeah, Varna
Varna
was being.
Fergus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a flat agility?
Yes, this is flat agility.
I
Yeah, I made it.
Also, do these suits have, like, Vox systems in them?
Basically, very simple Vox systems that just speak. Oh shit, that won't work because there's no oxygen.
Yeah.
There's no air for the words to transmit through.
Yeah,
So at the moment, you're all mute like Shelby.
Awesome.
So this is what it's like to be Shelby.
Well, then
Hey,
it
what's
Elliot
that-
knows it much better.
Does that make Shelby like double mute?
She just starts flipping everybody off.
She doesn't know why. She just feels like she needs to flip every single person off.
I think if anyone looks at Krios, it just looks like he's talking to himself in a very heated conversation.
Talking with
Fucking
what?
hate it.
And he's
Himself.
moving.
Fucking bullshit void suit. Take me, should we go this way? There's plasma in space. No, that's a bad idea. We're going to do it anyway. Well, fine. Fuck you. I don't care. But you got to come with us. Why? Because I fucking am an inquisitor. I fucking can't. Bitch.
Funny
A
thing is,
suit on. This fucking suit. I got a fucking suit.
funny thing is though, when Vern was hearing the fire burn up all the oxygen, it sounded like to him the flames were screaming out Krios.
But all is well with those agility rolls. You guys make it through without bumping your heads on the leaky plasma conduit. Make it through to the other door, and at this point, I'm going to ask, well, who wants to do the honors of rolling for good luck?
Not me. I've not been rolling well today or tonight.
All right, Kiri taking it upon herself.
Who's ever been rolling best should take it.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry. If you fail, we all will blame you.
Not gonna fail.
At least you're already a criminal,
Yeah.
so it's not really a big deal.
Hey,
Did you
I
want
did
to
for
take
life.
that?
That's the things I get.
I didn't say I wasn't grateful. I just said you're a criminal.
Did you want to fake that, Kiri?
Yes.
70. Oh, okay, that's better.
Okay, with your use of fate, that will actually be a success. The room that you're about to go into next does not have any oxygen in it either. So there will not be a massive fireball pinning Vern to the door. And you may proceed through onto this next room. You will find suffocated bodies. And let's see, who might recognize them? Well, everyone just give me an intelligence roll, because potentially any of you would be able to recognize them.
No, I thought it was going to be an awareness, but I rolled a 7 intelligence.
Oh. Fury clearly gives no crap about what's going on or what happened to those people.
Nope, I don't.
Oddly, Krios. Vern, you see one of the corpses as Veda. Alex, you know that these dead crew members were the arbitrators and staff members that actually, no, you weren't there for that, but you recognize them as members of the upper noble arbitrators office and a couple of crew members.
So these were the ones who actually worked with the nobles and stuff, not the pilgrims and not the servants then.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they are armed. At least one of them shot herself in the head rather than suffocate. The other ones, they seem to go out more peacefully. In Krios, you'd recognize these as the people that Ezra Whale had gathered as her troops, basically. Do you recall that back on the dining hall?
I feel really stupid, but can you remind me who Ezra Whale is?
The Lord Proctor.
the Lord Proctor as well, the one who, according to Haley's vision, is the disguised monster. Back when the ship first had the explosions, the captain put her in charge of keeping the nobles safe, and she collected a few people as her own little personal team. These are those people selected as her team.
Is it obvious she isn't one of them?
She is not among them, that's correct.
Do a head count?
I don't think that really helps.
Well, you know exactly how many she has with her left, maybe.
These are all of them.
Oh, all of them. So she's on. She's alone then.
Oh, then once the suits come off, I'll relay that. Although someone with that lofty title isn't going to be so stopped by that. It means you can just walk past anyone and say, "Yes, you work for me now. Come, bitch."
Yeah.
Right. So the challenge here, though, is that the next door is locked.
I got it. Can I try?
Yeah, you can make the attempt, absolutely. Well done. Basically, Kiri's deft little fingers squeeze through very tiny gaps between the door and the locking mechanism, and she very deftly just pulls the various pins out of place, and the door manages to unlock to her, and she triumphantly just pulls it open. And there will be a rush of oxygen blasting all of you.
Well, please enter quickly.
Yeah, we should enter quick and close the door so we don't lose all the oxygen.
Well, basically, you guys are, the small room is small enough that it will fill up with oxygen without depleting the oxygen for the next long haul you're about to enter.
Oh, okay.
But in any event, that's not exactly bad advice either. But I imagine you guys will be at least taking off the helmets of your void suits.
Yeah, once we're in the next part.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Joe? You were very quiet.
Yeah, once we're in the next part.
I think we're all gonna get. I think we're gonna get through, close the door, and then strip.
Basically.
Speak for yourself. These are clothes, man. They're in high demand.
Right. So, will you at least take your helmet off?
Yes. I'll also check if any of the... That's some crazy echo. Yeah. If any of the corpses had a las gun. I doubt it, but I want a weapon I can use.
Oh, you will be unlocked. There will be a very nice las gun of some sort. Give me an evaluate roll.
Fucking having that.
Speaking of which, Alex would probably see if there's anything of interest that she could, of any weaponry that stands out that she might confiscate.
Apparently it's from a 4-year-old I don't think is very good.
All right. Where is my window with the bob? Bob. What the fuck? Oh, it's up there. Okay.
Go down.
Oh, tapey rockiness.
She's gonna turn to Kriya. You sure you don't know what that is?
A las gun's a las gun's a las gun.
That's actually a hell gun.
As far as I can tell.
Whoa.
Okay, nice. I grip it a little tighter.
Mine now.
I go like, do you want to trade?
I swear I will bite your fingers off.
Okay.
Let me just confirm the rules for you on the hell gun. Just try to see, is that on this page? Jess, do you remember if that's in the army section?
Think about this though. You
there it
have
is.
a
Okay.
useful flashlight.
So it's basic weapon, basic las. The range is 110 meter increments. It has standard fire single shot, as well as 3-round semi-auto burst. Deals 1d10 plus 4 energy damage with 3 penetration. Regular clip size is 4D shots, but it takes 3 full round actions to reload since, this one won't have the backpack. This one will actually only have 10 shots, I believe then. It cuts it by a quarter. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, so it only has 10 shots because it's using a standard pack rather than a backpack.
And it's not that the backpack is there, but I'm not using it. It's that there isn't one there, right?
There is no backpack.
Yeah.
Although, if you wanted to, you could potentially port it directly into your Potentia coil.
No, I'm done with plugging myself into things I'm not too familiar with today.
So wait, you've already had yourself plugged into the ship. What's wrong with plugging yourself into a gun?
Well, for starters, it's a gun. It's full of stuff that kills people.
But,
unlike bullets, energy can travel up a cable.
Yeah. Besides the hell gun, you see Alex. The rest of the party just sees Alex, ignores everything else. All the rest of the gear that's just floating around.
Well, sorry, what was that, Bob?
Just telling for what the rest of the group see. Besides pointing out what that actually is that Krios is looking at, the party just sees to ignore the rest of the gear floating around with the arbitrators and stuff like that.
Okay, and just sending someone a message.
Yeah, while everyone's getting rid of their void suits, I'm going to check for more power packs.
Well, give me a roll for that then, please. Lots of bullets. Lots and lots of bullets.
I just throw them off my shoulder.
I'm not leaving until that's 30.
Sorry, what was that, Brooke?
I think she's talking to us.
Oh, so talking to someone in the background?
It sounds like it.
Sorry.
Well, I sent someone a private message, so everyone should check their Skype just in case.
Not me.
Well, don't announce it, because then by, deduction, figure out who it was.
Well, you should have said something like that.
Okay, I'm just going to do... sorry about that person who I was talking to. The random luck did not pan out so well.
Hold on.
Itchy. Talia will announce that. Well, actually, she'll ask Krios how much further based on his maps, and Krios, you'll be able to tell that basically there are 4 more decks to go through, and I would also like everybody to give me a perception roll. Or, sorry, awareness roll.
Hey! Nope, I still don't pass that.
It's not too bad for me.
I suck at it.
I'm just made of ice today.
Nope, I am not.
Okay, and where is okay, I'll tell Curie and Creos in private, and Alex. Okay. Just a moment. Sorry, just I send. Could I have a willpower roll, please, Vern?
Okay.
Okay. Where the hell is my window for fungi? There we go. There you go, fungi, and then Curie. So, do any of you three do anything with the knowledge I sent you?
I'm just typing a message.
Yeah. I'm typing something as well.
Okay. Secrets within secrets. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Okay, Vern, can you give me another awareness roll, please? For some reason, Alexandra has gotten quite close to you.
Aww.
No, something wrong? Something wrong?
Sorry, I heard laughing, but what prompted the laughing?
Just the way Bobo responded.
Something wrong, Vern?
You're awfully close.
Oh, sorry. I just noticed that you... I think you may have found something interesting. I'm just curious what it was.
Huh?
Well, I saw you putting something in your pocket. What was it?
I'll check what I put in my pocket.
You will pull out the clips of ammo that you had from earlier. There's not a hell of a lot left in your pockets after all the stuff they took from you.
Huh.
Anything else out of you two?
That's all I see is just ammunition.
Yep.
Oh, then I'm sorry. It just seems like you found something interesting. You just put it in your pocket. I'm just curious. That's all.
This will pique Talia's attention. He'll look at you two suspiciously. More microphone rape.
Sorry, just moving my microphone a little bit. Sorry about that. If it was me. Oh,
Sidearm.
I meant your other. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I meant your other pocket, Vern.
Shelby, you don't detect anything.
I point specifically at the pocket I noticed.
I'll go through both pockets, all of them. Both of the pockets, you mean?
Yeah, Vern will go through all his pockets. He's got some lint. some bullets for his stubby, and do you have any kind of charms, Vern? Let's see
Nope.
Here. Yeah.
I don't
so,
think I had.
There would be a remote of some sort. You would have that.
What's that remote for? Vern, what's this remote for?
I don't remember.
Krios, Vern doesn't remember. Krios, you could roll for recognizing this.
Apparently it's Slanesh.
I don't know what it is, but it makes me horny.
Very excellent.
I don't know what it is, but I need it in me.
We give you demolitions. Sure, we had, but I guess we didn't. I'm so confused.
Alex
This
is not.
doesn't have demolitions. It looks like a long-range remote for a very simple one-task operation. Kind of like one that your associates gave you.
I'm going to surreptitiously check if I still have the one I have.
It's a little toasty, but yes, you do still have your own.
I'm going to ask if I can inspect it.
Vern, will you allow him to inspect it?
Yeah, and I put it back in my pocket.
Okay, there is
At that point, Talia will
chance
put her
that-
gun to the back of Vern's head and say, "Give it to the tech priest."
You saw this earlier. Why? It's just a pick for the fucking. I'll give it to him. Well, I'll basically lob it to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Give me a ballistics test, Vern, and then a agility test from Creo. Okay.
Then-
Great.
Not like that. You know, like
Too late. Give
underhand.
us your ballistics roll.
I mean, I just want to explain what lob is. You know, the underhand. You know, high arc.
Still, go ahead. Give us your
Yeah.
roll.
It's secretly a grenade. Sadly, Krios, it's an incendiary grenade.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Vern tosses it really haphazardly, almost over Krios' head, but Krios manages to snag it. And, Krios, you can tell this thing has already been activated.
Oh, okay, I hand it back. No. I'm gonna look just general at what's the word? Not appraisal?
Examination. Evaluate.
Value asset.
Seems to be a similar model to your own. Maybe if you pulled it apart, you could find out what the transceiver signal was. But considering you did work for Vern at the very beginning of this mission, you have a pretty good expectation what that signal is going to be.
Oh, so this is Vern's? Like, not one
Yeah.
he just found?
No, this is Vern's from a while back.
And also, you see Vern staring at you very intently.
Seems harmless to me. I lob it back.
Really? You're going to lob it?
That's how you lob, you prick.
Vern, try to catch.
You get outsported by a calculator and a dress. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh.
That's your agility score. You're good.
I'm better at sports than you.
So Talia says, great. Can we just get a move on then if they're just used devices?
I'm glad you didn't ask me what it was.
Well, didn't you say it's harmless?
I said it just looks harmless enough to me. Now. No, I didn't add that last bit.
Well, fine. Like, if it's harmless, it's small, whatever, let's go. And the final bit before we make it to the Gellerfield Chambers is going to be, or sorry, before we go there, we want to go to the lower deck Arbites offices. So you guys want to stop by an arsenal, maybe talk to some of the other people there. Where was I? Right, I was going to move all your icons. Where did I leave those?
Back at the other
I've got
one,
'em.
Gallius'
Okay.
office.
So those three are no longer with. The rest of you, cut and paste. Wee all the way home. All right. So we'll be over here. Let me center view for you. One of the sections that Jess so pleasantly made for me.
Ready.
Thank you, Jess.
So basically, you'll eventually find your ways down to the very bottom of that earlier Grand Hall chamber. Right down here, there is absolutely no gravity left. And so you're now all in a zero-G environment, which means -20 to your agility for those of you who need to navigate this environment safely.
I do believe Voidborn
Shelby is fine. Vern is fine.
I'm fine.
With the jump hack, yes.
Well, I'm not only the jump pack, I'm also Voidborn.
Right, of course. So Haley, Kiri will. All right, we've also got Varna and the puppy. The puppy will now be functional again. Creel, so I imagine you're carrying Varna and the puppy?
Yep.
Okay. Shelby, will you be helping Talia?
Darn it!
I can fly.
Why ... Were you actually saying you were going to have her being childish? Yeah, Talia will tell her to calm down right away. This is not the time or place. So, Kiri's going to have a bit of a rough time. Haley?
Hey! Yes!
Alrighty. So, poor Kiri, you will now have to roll toughness or suffer fatigue.
I'll help Kiri out.
Well, you accept the help of the person with the jetpack.
Well, I'll just be keeping her right next to me, trying to keep us in line. I won't be using the jetpack yet.
No.
Well, no, you're not
I will
accepting.
not, and I don't make it.
You don't want her help?
Nope, and I don't make it. Barely don't make it. Yes, I'm being difficult.
Great, it's like Shelby all over again.
I take a point of fatigue. Yes.
Correct.
I have 11 fatigue. That would be bad.
Everyone give me an awareness roll as you're navigating through this area.
I will fail at this.
Nurgle.
Nurgle's back again.
Did you want to take that?
No, I want to.
Oh, that's close.
I
Really, Nigel?
actually don't want to fate that because I want to try to keep my 2 fate points for later.
No, Nurgle.
Oh, thank God.
I am literally made of ice today.
You were rolling like a boss.
Krios and Haley will see some familiar fragments of boots floating just in the zero-G environment.
Familiar fragments of boots.
Yes.
I think if I cut up the shoes I have worn every day for more than a year and just looked at one of the pieces, I'd go, I have no idea what the fuck this is, let alone someone else's boot.
Okay, this is a very significant person's boots, Zilla's.
What's she do?
Her boots were so, let's say, Lady Gaga-ish that it's like, oh, those.
What the fuck are they doing here?
Well, remember, you burned her up at the top of this great big chamber.
Oh, is this the bottom?
This is the bottom.
Ah.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. It's a little bit less creepy.
Okay, yeah, that's not so bad.
Vern, I didn't see a roll from you.
Okay. What roll?
Awareness. Additionally, Krios and Haley, I think... Okay, did Shelby or Kiri tell anybody other than Talia the description of the Black Rock?
Well, everyone was there when I questioned the 2 servants about what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I asked them a very descriptive question on whether or not Zilla had it.
Okay.
So everybody should have knowledge of it.
Okay. Well, logically speaking, if bits of Zilla are down here, then the rock should probably be down here too. But with your cursory glances around in the dark, you don't see any glinting purple stone, black stone with purple glow anywhere in here. Right, you also did a Psyniscience roll. You detect not anything in the immediate, but there is a great deal of frustrated emotion that you can sense, as well as there's frustration for a moment, preceded by elation and joy and carnage.
Oh, no, that sounds nice.
In fact, roll a willpower roll as well. Okay. Shelby. That's a better roll there. So the direction is forward and down. So possibly 1, 2 decks down. So, just handing her the data slate? Yes. Oh, I see. It's private message. Okay. Okay. I see. All right. Well, Talia would say, very good. That's the direction we're heading anyway. Steel your nerves and prepare your weapon. guessing Shelby will nod to that. Okay.
Why are people getting weapons?
Shelby senses that whatever it is that we're getting closer to is the thing she didn't like the feeling of earlier. And considering we know, well, we don't know, but considering Jane's earlier vision, I have a pretty good feeling about, I have a horrible feeling I know what we're about to go face to face with.
I'm going to ready the flamer first.
Would you care to elaborate on what you feel we're about to face?
Something that should not exist in the material.
And won't once we're done with it.
What was that, Joe?
And won't once we're done with it.
Yeah, you're very, very, very quiet right now.
I can do that fine.
Oh, okay. Just sounded really quiet to me. In any event, is there anyone going to do any sort of interrupt of any sort?
Going to kick one of the pieces of boot.
All right. Without anything further to do,
I'm just going to speak up to Talia. Ma'am,
Yeah.
if I may.
may what?
I strongly suggest we arm these two. What we're about to face is as grave as you think it is.
What?
I point to Kiri and Vern.
No. I didn't understand what you said out of character.
Oh, sorry. I say we should probably make sure these two people are armed. If we're going to face something as grave as you think it is.
Well, we're heading to the armory first, so
Okay.
we'll consider arming them at that point.
Okay, ma'am.
Oops, the dog is not mating with Haley. And center view. Okay. So, Vern, Kiri, sorry, I just got a weird message from Jess in another window. I don't quite understand what it means. Oh, I see. It's dark. Okay, never mind. All right, so elevator ride. Krios and Varna plugged in together, powering the lift.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. The doors will open here. Vern and Kiri, you have point.
I'm going with them. I'm going to be taking point as well.
Okay, stepping in.
No, this is the hallway.
Oh, sorry. I'm stepping in first. And look both ways. Since
Same.
Okay, give me an awareness. Alex, you will hear echoed screams from the forward.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is another 98.
Fern, you hear Veda in your head saying, you know, you really hurt my feelings earlier. I think you should apologize.
Did I roll awareness?
It's like he has a wife stuck in his head.
Yes, Kiri could also roll awareness if Kiri's going to get out of the lift. Shelby, you detect that malicious spirit forward from where you're presently located. And Kiri, you also hear the screams, and they sound like people very much afraid.
That's a lot of screaming going on. I don't like that.
Natalia nods her head and says, right, well, this is our chance to put a stop to it. Krios, your map says we should be right next to the armory, correct? And if you look at the map, do you see the labels?
Yep.
Port Armory.
Mm-hmm.
Although this map appears to be wrong. They've spelled armory incorrectly.
Yes, actually, I believe it was Jess who labeled them, so I'll fix that.
Goddamn Americans. Breaking my language.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we don't care about the Queen's English anymore.
American
One
English.
day you will again. The war of civilization will be upon you soon.
We broke away from the Queen, damn it.
Not for long.
Actually, no, we broke away from the King. We didn't break away from the Queen.
We broke away from England. How about that? That's a true statement.
What about Great Britain?
Though, honestly.
You get more Top Gear. Everyone loves Top Gear.
I'll stick with American Top Gear.
You sick
No,
fuck.
that's
You disgust me.
Hey, unless you can promise me more Red Dwarf, I don't care.
I made a Series 10. Anyway, let's continue going into the armory.
Okay. I'll take point with Vern.
Just adding some doors. Sorry, everybody. Door. Put a door there. Put a door there. Put a door there. Doors everywhere. Oops, a little longer. There we go.
Okay.
You need doors for people to go through, so I need to put some doors.
That's fine. She's gonna carefully look down the hall. Shotgun at the ready to shoot at the first thing she sees that seems hostile.
Shoot Vern. Oh, no, that was anticlimactic.
Well, this would be a good time to stop the recording here real quick.
Suddenly
Okay.
sees Haley.